Right, so Nick, do you remember me?
I do.
Where did you last see me?
Car boot sale.
Yeah. What happened on the car boot sale?
Well, we found a whole load of tools. At that car boot sale, me and some police colleagues, we looked at over 4,500 separate items.
Yeah.
And of the 4,500 items we looked at, we found 4 that were marked.
I rang someone, but he didn't get it from Selecta Dna. His name and number was on there.
Yes, I remember.
And
That was like a saw.
Yeah. And he had it nicked just recently in London.
That's right. And he didn't even bother reporting it as stolen.
No.
Because he was that unconfident that it was going to turn up.
Yeah,
so that does show. I mean, his wasn't marked, but it does show the power of getting it marked, and you stand a chance of getting it back.
So I was with the police earlier. And they gave me a little bit of information about a thing that happened on a Friday night recently, and you went round on a Friday night because someone found something, didn't they? Tell us about that.
This is last week. Oh, okay.
News travels fast when you're Rio, Sully.
Oh, absolutely. So last week, an individual rang us up and he said, "I'm a flooring guy. I don't use a router. I don't really need a router, but I've got a job coming up that I need to use a router." Because I don't use it very often, I don't want to buy an expensive one. I bought one on eBay.
60 quid was it?
It's bought it 60 quid, very well informed. So he bought it for 60 quid. He needed to buy some attachments. He got the attachments, bought them online, and when he got them, he needed to put them together, make sure it all worked. And he slid down a guard, and when he slid the guard down, he spotted one of our round stickers. And he said, then I thought I knew what it was. I Googled it.
He apparently seen it from the YouTube videos and the Instagram videos.
Yeah, absolutely.
But how incredible, man.
But he was a great guy because he said, I don't want my money back. I don't want the item. I don't want to have it. Take it away. What I do want is the real owner to get it back because I've had tools nicked and I know what it's like. So.
And he probably I probably loved the workmanship, not the workmanship, but the fact the guy hid it.
Yeah.
A thief wouldn't know where that was.
Absolutely. I mean, I'm kind of slightly, a little bit right of where that was. If it had been overtly marked, maybe it wouldn't have got stolen in the first place. It wasn't. I mean, we don't know the circumstances yet. We haven't identified it yet because we're going to have to go through the lab to get that done. But it's great. We get tools back to people because if it's not marked, you ain't seen it again. And you will have seen at those boot sales all of those things that aren't marked.
Yeah, they didn't like me there, man.
Yeah, we did.
I mean, you had the good job. You were inside the van finding it. I was the one going up to them going, is that nicked?
Yeah, we did another one at Vauxhall, and there was an Amazon delivery bag, about so high. It's marked on it that if it's not with Amazon, it's stolen. So it's stolen, and it was a bag of drills, nearly filled to the brim, just drills. We turned them all over, tipped them out. I don't know how many were in there, but not one was marked.
Do you know the problem is, I think, is when the tools are second-hand anyway, they're not worth much, yeah? But to that one person who needed it was worth everything. But second-hand tools are pretty cheap.
Absolutely. I mean, I've met tradesmen who, you say to them they've lost tools and what's gone, and say, I don't really know, or I won't know.
So you need it.
I'll get on a job and I'll need something, or I'll get on a job where there's a bit of a quirky problem, and I made something to do that. I'll go to my van, and that twisted bit of metal that does the job now won't do it because I haven't got it.
You know, the problem is as well, like they say, it takes years to make a home, right? So I've lived in my house for a year, and it's still not perfect. But it's the same as someone's van. It takes a long time to set up.
Absolutely. It does take a long. I met a guy who one of the things he was the most upset about was. He said, when I finished my apprenticeship, he was an electrician, when I finished my apprenticeship, the guy I was doing my apprenticeship with gave me a set of screwdrivers. He said, they're not great screwdrivers. He said, but they mean the world to me, and I haven't got them anymore. Because all those emotions tied up with the guy he'd worked for ages.
Yeah, that's annoying, man.
Yeah.
Listen, mate, keep doing what you're doing, and for anyone watching that is a tradesperson that has tools, you have to mark it properly. Putting your name and your number on there, it's not good enough, is it? You can't prove that. It won't find you that way.
Yeah, the police you need to help them because it's something that's got a mark with your name or initials. It's great on site. Get it off site, it's a waste of time. There's 44 police forces that you need to get into to try and find it.
So with Selecta Dna, I think the most valuable thing for me is your tools have they'll hopefully find their way home if they do get lost or nicked.
Yeah, absolutely. Because you have everything to gain, nothing to lose. And
Keep doing the good work.
Yeah, thank you. And if you come along to Wix, they're giving kits away to their trade customers. Got to say that, really.
Yeah, Wix, and so you've got to stand with Wix and with CT1.
CT1. So we're in 2 halls. We're in here and we're in the adjoining hall with CT1.
Who started Selecta Dna?
So Selecta Dna was started by Jim Brown, who was our current managing director's dad. He came up with the idea of making...
Jim still alive?
No, Jim is sadly no longer with us, but yeah, great guy.
Well done him, man.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, a few years ago, tool theft isn't where it was, or isn't where it is now, and that's sad. But I don't think even he could have seen where this is going and the things we're marking with it today.
And what's Jim or James's son called?
So Jim's son, he has 2 sons, both in the business. James is the managing director, and Jason is the commercial director. So, so
where are you guys based?
We're based in Locksbottom. No one's ever heard of Locksbottom.
Sounds like it's from Scotland, but it's not.
It's just down the road from Pratsbottom.
Where's that?
The nearest place that anybody will have heard of is that we are just down the road from Orpington. We're sort of sandwiched between Orpington and Bromley.
It's your BR.
Yeah.
Well,
you're our 6 coast postcode.
You're near me, so I would like to invite Selecta Dna to come and do a podcast. We're in Southwest London.
Yeah, we can do that.
Yeah.
We can do that.
Man. And we're the same colours, right?
Yeah,
right, so the good news is, ladies and gentlemen, is we were saying the colours goods.
Yes, absolutely.
And then we started, like, where are you from? Blah, 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 blah. And it was like BR postcodes. Then that's where the business is based.
That's where the business is based.
And then I was like, where do you live?
And
we're neighbours.
Absolutely.
So from here onwards,
just down the road.
From here onwards, guys, we are, as TradeGains, the official partners in non-crime.
Indeed. Well, I like the sound of that. Yeah.
For Selecta Dna. So
that's
hopefully I'm going to be coming to a door near you soon, delivering your tool back.
Yeah, that would be amazing.
Yeah.
That's one of those great moments when you can give people back their stuff. You might know, one of the other things we do is Bike Register, the National Cycle Database, and we had a lady who got a bike back, not worth a lot of money, but what was worth this thing to this bike, and I'm getting little goosebumps now. It was a lady's bike with a shopping basket, a wicker basket, and she had sat in that basket as a child when her mum was riding it. And mum was no longer with us, so it was a kind of a big emotional thing when she lost her bike. And
so sentimental.
And to get her bike back was just one of those great moments.
Cool. Well, I'm putting it out there that we're now your official partners in non-crime.
That's brilliant.
And we're going to deliver your stuff back, man. So before they do get nicked, try and stop it.
Yeah, absolutely.
If they do get nicked, then we're going to fucking find them.
Absolutely. I'd rather not see you on your doorstep to give something back, because I'd rather it wasn't stolen in the first place.
Yeah. Wicked. Well, see you soon. Hopefully not.
Maybe not. We'll see.